Welcome to TE30503, Language Testing and Evaluation. This is the first topic of the course where I will introduce some key concepts, and I will also talk about the relationships between teaching, testing and learning. There are two parts to this. Part 1 talks about clearing the ground. Part 2 talks about the relationships between teaching and learning, teaching, testing and learning. First, let's talk about what is involved in doing testing. First, would you just try to look at these four words: assessment, testing, measurement and evaluation, and tell me, what do you understand by them? Okay, right. Basically, assessment involves any variety of procedures used by the tester to obtain information about students' performance. Assessment can involve measurement and non-measurement. In measurement type of assessment, you could use, for example, tools like tests. In non-measurement assessment, you can use, for example, informal observation. So using both measurement that involves some form of measurement and an informal observation, you can gather information about your learners. And that would allow a particular tester or examiner to make certain judgments, value judgments, based on the derived values, levels, status, in order for a particular examiner or a tester or a teacher in this case to talk about a student's learning progress. Secondly, testing. Testing is basically a systematic procedure for the measurement of behavioral change. And testing typically involves three stages: preparation, which involves a form of test specification; implementation, where one administers the test; and examination, where you do the scoring. Whereas a test is simply known as an instrument for measuring a sample of behavior, and it involves posing a set of questions in a uniform manner. Right. What about measurement? Measurement is a process of obtaining a numerical description of a particular characteristic. And usually, it is associated with a certain value, example, marks, scores, level, which might be, say, advanced level, intermediate level, beginner level, or status, pass or fail. So for example, a measurement is, an example of a measurement is you measure your weight, your height, based on certain values, say in centimeter or in inches. And last but not least, the fourth important term that I would like to introduce is called evaluation. Evaluation is the process of delineating, obtaining, and providing useful information for making decisions. And that is the definition given by Staffer-Beam. And evaluation involves stages of first identifying what information is needed, secondly, obtaining the information, and thirdly, providing useful information before making the all-important decisions. So, what we have seen are the four major concepts. Besides these concepts, there are also some difficulty associated with some of the terms. So, for example, measurement and assessment. Measurement and assessment are commonly misunderstood. Measurement, in most cases, is widely used in psychology and education, whereas assessment is more encompassing. It might also include, other than psychology and education, involves income, revenue, and etc. Measurement is restricted to measurement of values, whereas assessment covers more than values per se. Measurement also, for example, involves you measuring your weight and your height, whereas in assessment, you assess your students' proficiency of the English language, for example, whether they pass or they fail, or whether they are placed in band 1, 2, or up to band 6. Another common misunderstanding is between assessment and evaluation. Assessment is to determine a rate or an amount and is used as an activity to measure student learning and other human characteristics. Whereas evaluation is to determine significance or worth, or judging the effectiveness or worth of educational programs, leading to decision making. So, if you were to try to contextualize these 4 terms, testing, measurement, assessment, and evaluation, then you can say evaluation is the big umbrella term. Subsumed under evaluation would be measurement and assessment, and subsumed underneath that would be testing and tests. So, I hope by now you will be able to explain the differences and the similarities between assessment, measurement, testing, and evaluation. And with that, we conclude part 1 of topic 1. We'll see you again in topic 2. Bye.